Space for my fans and me to interact, make art and have fun. It's a one-man show and entirely free. I do it every single week except some. I'm waiting to go, it's all live and online, so you should stick around and say hello. Are you feeling creative? Cause now's the time. Welcome to the Most Week Show. I am Notme. I am Art, and I am welcoming you to the Most Week Show. It's currently 9:07 on the 9th of August 2020. You are here with me right now, and I thank you for that. If we were allowed to be together physically, I would show my appreciation physically with a hug, with a kiss, or with a caress of the cheek, with the outside of my fingers, like we're in some kind of forbidden romance. We can't run away together, Esmeralda. You know why. As 'tis, the best I can do is raise a glass to you. And you can raise a glass to me as well if you like. Nobody's going to stop you by any means. We like to start this show with a toast, for those of you who haven't been with us before. We start the show with a toast just to bring everybody together as one before the show begins proper. So let's go with that toast, shall we? To you, to me, to the noble Cherokee. Fun fact, they think that the world was created by a water beetle. Silly sausages, it was a god that looks like us. Cheers. Hello weaklings. Welcome to the show. How are we doing? Zachalicious reporting for duty. Military. Good morning, definitely not Duda. Good morning, TV Douglas. Killer Kilch, your girl Sarah Kilch. Good morning. Killer Kilch starting off the day with a poop and a coffee. I'm not going to judge. By any means, I'm not going to judge. How are you all doing today? How are you? Are you well? What's your abiding emotion today? Is it happy? Is it jealous? Is it hangry? I mean, for God's sake, if you're hangry, just eat some food. You'll still be able to hear the show in the background. Let's not go crazy here. So this is the 25th episode of the Most Week Show. Yeah, that's pretty exciting. The Silver Jubilee. In part, it is exciting because we've now hit more episodes than we have ever had viewers for any individual episode. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. I wanted to do something that has never been done before in order to mark the occasion, in order to make this one a little bit more special. The hallmark of great art is tension. We all know that. You know that. I know that. Michelangelo knew it with the creation of man. Alfred Hitchcock knew that with many of his most popular films. Phil Collins knows it and employs it every day. If you're not tense waiting for the drums to kick in on In the Air Tonight, you're out of your flippin' mind, okay? It's tension. It's, is something going to happen? It's a palpable emotion. So I thought I would add a little tension into the episode today. So what I did is I purchased and consumed the recommended dose of Senecot laxative gummies. When I first woke up a couple of hours ago, and again 30 minutes before the episode began, really feels like they're kicking in right about now. So we now have the question of, will Notme need to rush off to poop? That's going to be hanging over the entire hour here, guys. It's going to be hanging over the entire hour, and nobody's done that before. No presenter in the history of presenting has potentially given themselves diarrhea in order to add tension to an episode. I mean, can you feel the tension? Can you feel the tension? I 100% can. The feeling I have in my stomach right now is telling me that it might have been an absolutely terrible set of decisions that has led me to this point. But I'm sure James Corden felt that way before the first Carpool Karaoke. And look how that has gone, just from strength to strength, yeah? Me and Corden, we're innovators, okay? Innovation. That's our stock in trade. My contingency plan is, if the worst should happen, is to play you a video that I made last year about a request that Emma Acton and Stuart Seaton made. Are they in the chat now? No, they're not. No, they're not. That's fine. They asked me for some Hawaiian art. And I made a video about it. And so that's my contingency plan. Genuinely. I chose this video for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's really, really good. So even if I fail my challenge and I have to scooch off, you'll still be experiencing top-notch art. You're welcome. Number 2, because, just for safety's sake, I suppose, it's around 9 minutes long. So that gives me, yeah? So if at any point throughout the show you start seeing me talk about Hawaii and the art of Hawaii, you know what's happened. Gosh, the tension's through the roof, isn't it? It's just through the flippin' roof. I would say it's about as tense as family simile, baby. Complete this simile. As tense as. Use your imaginospheres to think of something that is tense, or someone that is tense, or a thing that would be tense if something particular were to happen to it, or for it, or with it. And I'm outlawing references to my self-induced diarrhea. Firstly, it's obvious, guys. It's obvious. Let's think outside the boundaries here. And also, I'm worried that even seeing people mention me pooping will actually make me think about pooping, and then, slippery slope, right? So really go nuts. Let's try and find something unique. It could be a tense moment from your life. It could be hypothetical. It's really, it's up to you. Just something tense, something where you're all clenched, but not. And at the end of the show, I'll pick a winner, and if that's you, your name will go at the bottom of the screen on the ticker. Last episode's family simile winner, your girl Sarah Kilch. It was your girl Sarah Kilch last episode with as summary as a chunky baby eating watermelon in a swimming pool whilst wearing a floppy hat. It was a great simile, a vivid simile. I particularly enjoyed the specificity of the chunkiness of the baby. I enjoyed that because if it's super chunky, it's going to be sweaty. Very, very sweaty as a baby in its, arm folds and leg folds. Yeah? And so, where is that baby? That baby's in a swimming pool. It's, you create the problem and then you solve the problem almost instantaneously. Much like Quentin Tarantino, let's say, when he announced that he was only going to direct 10 films. Quentin Tarantino. I'm only directing 10 films. And everyone's like, no, Quentin, we love your films. More films, please. People are upset. And then he released Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and people realized, no, this is a filmmaker that can make those last few films feel like they last for, days. We've got so much more Quentin Tarantino ahead of us, even if it's only in a couple more films, because they can really just stretch it. Just stretch it out. Oh, I need this character to drive to this location. We're going to show the whole trip. 4 different songs. Anyway, next week you could be on the ticker, so get commenting with those similes, shall we? Let's get commenting on those similes. I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with here. We're just going to go into the first segment. I'm just not even wasting time here because time's a factor.
I give props cause though I'm great, there's lots of art I see that's made by artists that are almost but not quite as good as me. I am a giver, super selfless, gather round to see just who will get a most sought after, not me branded. Well done you.
There we go. It's well done, you. Let me, as an artiste, congratulate another artiste on some fine work. It's a simple segment, yeah, but it puts some positivity out into the world, and Lord knows we need all of that we can get. This episode, I am saying a hearty, well done, you, to Dixie Cups. Dixie Cups, not me, Dixie Cups, weakling. Why Dixie Cups? Well, let me tell you a little story. First of all, you all know, which is American for you all know, that I love adverts, yeah? They rock my world. All art has a purpose, of course it does. All art is built with a purpose within it. The purpose of David by Michelangelo is to inspire envy in other men. That's pretty clear. The purpose of My Way by Frank Sinatra is to allow obstinate, unlikable people to feel vindicated later in life. The purpose of Titanic is to act as a cautionary tale about the negative aspects of falling in love with somebody below your station in life. But no art has a more specific purpose than adverts. Okay? None of them. Buy things, yeah? It's simple, it's direct, it's beautiful. That's the why of adverts, yeah? That's the why of adverts. But the how can become a lot more specific. How do I sell this product or this service? How do I do that? Yeah? Well, by finding the USP, or unique selling point. That's the thing that people can get with your product that they can't get with any other. Jesse Eisenberg's USP when he first came onto the scene was, hey, I'm like Michael Cera, but I'm cheaper. But he was marketed so effectively that he's now more expensive than Michael Cera, okay? That's great marketing. But what would happen if you couldn't think of a USP? That's the question we ask. What would happen if you couldn't think of a unique selling point for your product? If there was nothing different about your product than any other, what do you do then? Yeah? What do you do? Well then, my friends, if you're a genius, you just make one up, yeah? You say something that's so obviously applicable to every similar product out there that you engage in a kind of intellectual terrorism, yeah? By forcing the idea into people's heads that goes something like, Wait. So not all of them can do that. Enter Dixie. Yeah? Now, for those of you outside the US, Dixie is a brand name for a disposable paper cup. The type of cups that you might get your to-go coffee order in from a Starbucks or a Costa. Dixie cups are like that, okay? And so what's the USP for Dixie cups? Do these cups play music? Perhaps. Do they keep your coffee warmer than the leading competitor? Are they just cheap as absolute dirt? All of those would be good, but Dixie went in a different direction. Dixie couldn't rely on any of those, yeah? So they made something up, and it is wonderful. And we're going to see the result of that in a little advert of theirs, okay? So you just enjoy this and try and think, whilst you're watching this, what are they telling me that the USP is of this product? Okay? Enjoy this.
Dixie to-go cups are built sturdy, so when Mark's daughter gets a boo-boo, he can swoop in like a true boo-boo ninja. Dixie to-go, the official cup for crushing it. Your morning's not the cup. The cup is super sturdy.
Did we see that? Did you see that? Yeah? Did you see the USP? It was very subtle, yeah? I promise you it was there. See, they're being even cleverer than just making something up. They're taking it to the next level. They're taking what may very well be a USP in that they're more durable than other cups, okay? They're tougher. But rather than demonstrate this by showing, I don't know, a cup of coffee, somebody carrying a cup of coffee, and then absent-mindedly bumping into somebody, and then looking down in horror. Oh my God, look how much has been spilled from this destroyed coffee cup, only to be shocked and relieved that their Dixie cup is still standing tall. USP. It's tough, yeah? It's tough. It's not going to be bished up in the way that other cups would be. Rather than doing that, they demonstrate the toughness by putting the cup down on the ground. Putting the cup down on the ground. Let's see that again. Let's see that again. And really look at them putting the cup down on the ground.
Dixie to go cups are built sturdy, so when Mark's daughter gets a boo-boo...
I'm going to see it. She's crying. The cup's just on the floor.
He can swoop in like a true boo-boo ninja. Dixie to go...
The rest of the stick and plaster, the Band-Aid, nothing to do with the cup. Absolutely nothing to do with the cup. It's about putting the cup down on the ground. If you're finding yourself short of breath right now, it's natural, okay? Don't panic, just move through it. You're through the looking glass of advertising now, guys. What Dixie is saying here, without actually saying it, terrorism, is that if you buy non-Dixie disposable paper cups, they'll be so frail that you won't be able to put them down for fear of them breaking. You'll need to knock back that entire 12 ounces of Java in one handling session before you put it down. Doesn't that sound uncomfortable? Doesn't that sound like a pain in the bum? Well, you don't have to suffer through that, guys. You can go another way. Buy Dixie. Yeah? Buy Dixie cups. I mean, that's outstanding, guys. That's outstanding. So everybody, please charge your glasses for another toast. Dixie. For making one of the boldest advertising claims in recent memory. I say well done you. Oh, that water. Beautiful. Let's just go back to main. Squares. How are we doing? Wow. Incredible. Dangerous game. It is a dangerous game, Zachalicious. I'm playing a dangerous game, and I'm playing for keeps. Yeah? Playing for keeps. Chunky babies are the best, says TB Douglas. I agree. Nana Hobob, are you playing with language again, you cheeky scamp? Killer Kilch, gosh, yeah, you did go dark. You did go dark with that. That's not sure how comfortable I am with that, but that's fine. It's art. Sometimes art can make us uncomfortable, and that's no problem. Nana Hobob, I want to be a boo-boo ninja all of the sudden. Well, you need to buy Dixie cups then. And here's the thing. Does it come with the Band-Aids? No, it doesn't. Nothing to do with the Band-Aids. It's wonderful. Wonderful. As tense as champagne? Sure. I mean, sometimes champagne can be tense, especially if champagne does make you slightly bilious. Like, will I be able to make it to the end of this wedding without upchucking? Could be, maybe. I want to say a quick big shout out to 3 Chain Links for their excellent track, The Only Me Is Me, for the countdown early. What a lovely way to start the show. Wasn't that fun? Just these powerful synth vibes taking us back to the heyday of music. The 80s. Also an intriguing title, The Only Me Is Me. It's a thinker, no? I mean, I know I'm unique. There's no one else who is like me, who will do the things that I do. But naming it that does make me wonder. You know, what if there was another Notme out there? Not Notme, yeah, a doppelganger, just in, I don't know, the Middle East or something, just making content and striving to live artfully. What that? What if we met? What then? Would the universe implode, as depicted in many forms of science fiction art? Or would we just, like, kiss or something? It's a thinker, all right. So thank you, 3 Chain Links. You've given me a lot to ponder. And thanks again for not charging money for your music. Let's go on to something different, something new. How should we do it? Starburst? Yeah, let's Starburst. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. If If you cast your minds back to last episode, I mean, it's only 7 days, guys, jeez, I set you some home art. And among this home art was a request for people to take pictures of food so we could do something fun with them this week. And most of the week, nothing happened. And so as per my warning last week, I just thought, well, people aren't into that. That's fine. I'll move on. I'm a font of ideas. I'm sure I'll come up with something else. Didn't think too much of it. Put it to the back of mind. And then yesterday, the last day before the episode, when most of the planning has been planned already, 3 people sent food snaps in. Now, these people are wonderful people for doing this. Okay, off their own back, they created some art, photo style, and sent it in to me. Okay, they didn't have to do that. Most of you didn't. And so they are wonderful. Okay, let's not get that twisted. Wonderful people, one and all. However, they did do it quite late. Okay, so I didn't have time to prepare too much. But we're still doing the bit, okay? We're going to fight through. We're still going to do the bit. It's just going to be like a little bit less high-tech and prepared than you might be expecting from a titan of preparedness. Let's not beat about the bush. A titan of preparedness such as I, okay? So we're just going to have a little jingle, okay? We're going to do this low-tech style. Low-tech. Should we go back to main? Let's maybe go back to main while we do the jingle. These people did some pictures and they're hoping to impress. They have completed a snap quest. A snap quest. Wait, there we go. Snap quest. Right? Do you want that again? Let's do that again. These people took some pictures and they're hoping to impress. They have completed the snap quest. A snap quest. You need that pause in there. You need that pause. Otherwise, for my money, it doesn't really make sense. So this is absolutely Snap Quest. It's a new feature because what you're doing is you're taking a picture. This is too bright now. You're taking a picture or a snap on a particular theme, which is your weekly quest. Yeah, Snap Quest. Snap Quest. Okay, it's very clever. So here we go. All 3 of our contestants this week sent in multiple photos, which again, outstanding work. Can't fault that. However, I have chosen 1 picture of each of their offerings to go head to head. I felt that only fair because people didn't necessarily send in the same amount of photos. So I thought you can send in multiples if you wish. Then I'm going to pick 1. Yeah, that's your right. That's my right, and we're coming together in this. Okay. There's some real quality, though, I will say, that I'm not showing you, so apologies for that. But, rules that I've just made up are rules. Let's not forget that. That's fine. So number 1. So image number 1, snap number 1, sent in by our very own Killer Kilch. And I want you to really look at this. Because there's a lot going on here. First of all, Dutch tilt. A wonderful Dutch tilt. So it's a skewed perspective. Okay, we've got a picture of Paddington, which draws the eye immediately. Paddington on a mug. Paddington is art, so let's not mess around with that. Paddington is art. Paddington's the kind of guy, for those of you who haven't seen the films or watched the original TV shows or read the books, which I have, because Paddington is the best. Paddington's the kind of guy who will saw through a kitchen table, feel bad about sawing through the kitchen table, stick it together by nailing boards with planks across it, think that doesn't look particularly good, so smear it with marmalade, which is his favourite food, to make it appear a little bit better, still think that it could do with something, and so in order to make it harder for people to see the thing that he's done, he closes the curtains. Now that is thinking outside the box, okay? That is thinking outside the box. So immediately, I'm a fan of this. I like the dual beverages of a morning. I mean, this is morning, isn't it? This is morning. I like the dual beverages. I like the orange juice. There's not that much of the orange juice, though, which does make it almost seem like a shot. So perhaps this is actually some kind of screwdriver type situation. I'm not going to judge. Then we've got some brie or some kind of cake. I think it's brie, but it could be a cheesecake. If you told me it was a cheesecake, I'd believe you. And some strawberries, so that's wonderful. But what really grabs me here is this toast. The toast, very dry. Very dry toast. But we all know, dramatic irony, we all know that in this kind of blob with the cracked black pepper, in this blob of white is some beautiful yolk, some beautiful poached yolk, and we're just waiting for that. Yeah? Shouldn't do that sound. That's not helping things. That moisture's there, but it's not yet. And so there's your tension. There's your creation of Adam, yeah? The fingers aren't quite touching, and the moisture isn't getting to the toast. That's what makes this art. That's fantastic. Round of applause for Killer Kilch. That's absolutely fantastic. Next up, we've got Definitely Not Duda, who's gone with a bit more of a literal interpretation, which I really do like. Okay? Food. I said I wanted food. This is food. It's in a cat bowl of some kind. We can see that from the pictures of the cats outside. I mean, I'm inferring that. Obviously, human bowls don't have pictures of humans on them necessarily. But I'm assuming that this is a cat food bowl. These seem like cat food pellets. And I think the thing is with any kind of animal food is that it is food perhaps in the truest sense. In that you can't really describe it as anything else. What are these pellets made of? They're made of food, yeah? That's what excites me about this. And there's like debris around, so there's an inference that something has happened before. The food is spaced out. I don't know whether this is something that has been crafted, whether Definitely Not Duda has kind of, spread the food out away from the word food, or whether this is something that some kind of incredible cat has done. It could be. And I don't know. And these are the kind of questions that this is asking me. So this is really, really nice. This is really, really nice, and I really enjoy that. And thank you very much, Definitely Not Duda, for sending that through. That was... Definitely Not Duda's ones were just kind of farther out, closer and closer. So there was a real progression of it that I feel like I've interrupted with only showing one of them. But, it's my show. I'll do what I want. The final one sent in by Nana Hobob here. Long-time weakling Nana Hobob. Oh, wow. This is, I assume, some kind of pudding. The glistening is nice. The shallow focus is nice. The, oh God. The, it does look like poop, which is putting me off at the moment. It's sometimes things just work out badly. There's nothing that you could have prepared for. You couldn't have prepared thinking, well, Notme is probably going to be trying not to poop throughout the course of his episode, so I better not send anything that even remotely resembles poop. But that's the situation that we find ourselves in here. That's the situation that we find ourselves in. So I'm going to say that's a no for me. For me, we've seen all three. We've enjoyed all three. And please, a round of applause for everybody who sent in their art, because it's wonderful, but it's hopefully wasn't that taxing. Okay, so they're getting a lot of praise, and it's not a huge amount of work. Wonderful stuff. Makes you probably want to get involved next week. But for me, and I am the judge here, I've got to give the W to Definitely Not Duda here. I've got to give the W to Definitely Not Duda. The literalness of working the word food into the photo is what sold it for me, I think. That's not going to win every week by any stretch of the imagination, but this week, this is the winner. So well done, Definitely Not Duda. And thank you so much, everybody, for getting involved. Next week, we're going to do it, and it's going to have a jingle. It's going to have a jingle for next week, and it's going to be great. Okay, we're going to do another Snap Quest next week. We've got comments on YouTube, guys. Guys, we've got comments on YouTube. It's finally happened. Egg Garnish Austin, hello, and thank you so much. Snap Quest is subbed based on that comment of poop ice cream. Well, whatever gets you there, Egg Garnish Austin. What is Snap Quest? Snap Quest is, I will give you a prompt, and between now and next week, you need to take a photo inspired by that prompt, email it to me at iamnotme@gmail.com, and then next week we'll go through them all, we'll give some praise, we'll analyse, and we'll declare a winner. It's that simple. It's that simple. And your snap quest this week, everybody, not just Egg Garnish Austin, everybody, animals. Animals, yeah? That's it. Take a picture. Your snap quest is to take a picture inspired by the prompt animals, okay? You have your quest, guys. Go forth. Go forth. Wonderful. Wonderful work. Gosh, what an exciting episode this has been. What an exciting episode this has been. Let's go for a slide to the right. I'm struggling, guys. It's really feeling bad. The laxatives are really. How do you not poop? What's the tactic here? What's the tactic here? Is it eat stodgy foods just to slow everything down? Porridge or something? Maybe some dry Weetabix. Oh, dry Weetabix would be amazing. So then that would just soak everything up. That would be amazing. Why don't they have Weetabix in this flippin' country? Okay, God, let's push on. Let's push on. What have we got? What have we got? We're going to do something fun. You want something fun? I got your fun stuff right here, baby.
Art bet! To challenge yourself is artistic. Art bet! I'll give you options you can pick. Art bet! Take a guess, see if you won. Art bet! It's not for money, just for fun. Art bet!
Here we go. Here we go. It is time for another art bet. The moment that you look forward to all week, in all likelihood. Sports are back. In America at least, which is wonderful. It does afford you the opportunity to get your gamble on. But sometimes sports takes too long. Am I right? Like, you definitely couldn't have done everything you needed to do in 3 innings, in 2 quarters, in 1 half. So for all of you impatient gamblers, I offer you art bet. That's what it says down there, yeah? As ever, I ain't doing it for money, but feel free to add whatever stipulation you like onto it. If I win, I'm going to X, whatever it might be, give to charity, perhaps, get a takeaway. And let me know in the chat or the comments if you're adding any extra flavour onto this, because I would love to know. I would love to know. But for now, not me. Let's get the audio sorted. Not me. What do you have for us this week, baby? You name brand product of a man.
Thanks, not me. Today's art...
Wait, no. You heard that, didn't you? But you didn't. You didn't. Here we go. I didn't update it from last week. What do you have, not me, you name brand product of a man? Now, why is that not doing that? Oh, for the love of God. Right, we're going to get rid of that. This is no. Instead, what we're going to do, we're going to pivot. We're going to do something else because I've got this extra thing. Last week, I was the week back after holiday, and I went on a holiday, and I did an incredible piece of art. I did a wonderful short film. It was all about seizing life and nakedity, and that's what I did on my holiday. And a lot of you probably thought, "Oh, what a great holiday! He made a short film." That's not all. I made something else, guys, and there's no real way of shoehorning this into any other segment, but I was really proud of it, and I want to share it with you. So, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Robe.
I love staying in hotels. I love the things that you get that are supplementary, like fancy smelling shower gels, but nothing's better than a complimentary robe.
great. They allow you to really control the light, to put you in a chilled out state. It also helps if you're wearing a crisp white robe. Robe, 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 robe. If I'm in a hotel, I'll have a soak in the tub with water so hot my skin starts howling. If I want to get dry but I don't want to rub, I just put on a nice soft toweling. Robe, 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 robe. But here's a weird bit in my robe acclaim. The robe's not yours, it's just a loan. And I just don't think it would feel the same if you went to a shop and you bought your very own robe. Robe, 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 robe.
It isn't the same.
Robe.
There we go. I mean, I think definitely Not Duda sums it up with the fire emojis that are placed in the comments there. It's a pretty sick beat. It's a pretty sick beat, and I refuse to believe anything else. Okay, but yeah, just be warned. You know, everybody feels real good in a hotel robe. Everyone feels good in a hotel robe, but buying your own doesn't fill you with the same. There's something about that. The brief time that you have with a hotel robe, I think, is what makes it so exquisite. That's my theory. If this doesn't work, I might just lose my mind. Let's try this again. Notme, the thing. So it's working with I don't know what to do here. No, I do. I know what to do here. It's going to sound rubbish, though. Oh, it's going to sound rubbish. I think that's what we're going to have to do, though, guys. Because this is a real good art bet. And I am not comfortable with you not getting to hear it, okay? So we're just going to have to... We're going to turn the microphone around... And we're just going to play it out of the computer. Does that work? No, just for flip's sake, just speakers, yes. Highest volume, yes. Let's go. Why are you not making sounds, VLC? Why are you... Like, is this, what are we, there's no reason why this shouldn't be working. Force quit, okay, we're working through it, guys, we're working through it. Who thought that this was going to be what was going to trip us up, huh? We all thought it was going to be the poop. It's not. Make sound.
Thanks, Notme. Today's art challenge will be undertaken by Notme. Fame. It's a funny old game. It's an elusive gift that can take an ordinary person and turn them into a god. Honestly, if you're famous, you can walk into any restaurant, any theme park, any court of law in the land and just have things go your way. It's incredible. You should see some of them. But how do you achieve this status? Some people toil away for years, honing their craft, sharpening their skills, working really bloody hard, actually, and they get barely anything. Other people throw on a vest top and a bit of lipstick and get hundreds of followers. It's annoying. There's no formula for it, I suppose is what I'm trying to say. No checklist for success. You just need to keep on trying. You need to make sure your efforts don't stop. Just keep on trying. Yeah, I'm pretty good at throwing and catching. But I can't just throw my efforts just anywhere and expect anything to happen. No. I need to be focused with my efforts if I want to achieve fame, aka my recycling can. If only it were that easy. The route may be tricky and weird, but if you truly want fame with all of the anonymous adoration, girlfriends, and free stuff that it entails, you have to try every route possible, no matter how convoluted. Yeah? So I'm going to throw the ball at the floor, it's going to hit the wall, and it's going to rebound back into the can. And the whole thing's going to represent the pursuit of fame. Okay? That's the basic, that's the TLDR version of it. Okay? That's my art challenge. Your art bet is very simply, when will I be famous? Back to you, not me.
Right then. Right then. Is the audio terrible? Is it just kind of distractingly awful? Hopefully not. Basically, as he said, the TLDR version, I'm going to throw the thing into the thing, and it's going to, yeah? It's going to, yeah. Okay? So much drama. Okay, fantastic. Okay, fantastic. It's workable. And I agree with SJBeck72. I'm going to blame this on Apple. Yeah, this didn't happen before the update, guys. This didn't happen pre-Catalina. And it does work, definitely not Duda. Thank you. Thank you. That's good. The echo is, yeah, it was all intentional. Okay. So let's go for some things to consider, because you can't make your bet yet. You can't make your bet yet, so let's go for some things to consider. Thing number one, both the recycling can and I should be approximately 6 feet from the wall. That's approximately one Notme away from the wall, okay? That's how far we're dealing with here. I mean, you saw how far it was, but it's, you know, you get it. You get it. Thank you, Egg. Yeah, makes sense for the echo because it's in a lot. It's in a lot. It's in a lot. I shot this at the very bottom level of my building, P2, pretty late at night to make sure that I wasn't going to be disturbing anybody by throwing the tennis ball on the floor. It's just being considerate, guys. I don't need any praise for that, okay? Thing number two. The ball must go in on the first bounce. If you're thinking that I'm going to accept a bounce, wall, bounce, and then in, you got another thing coming, okay? This has got to go straight in. Straight in, yeah? Straight in. Thing number three. That shot of me throwing the ball straight in was done on take one. Yeah, that's right. Have any energy drinks been consumed prior to the throw? 0 energy drinks. 0 energy drinks. Pure living, yeah? Except for obviously the laxatives that I took shortly before this episode began. But the shot of me throwing the ball straight in, that was done on take number one. Use that as you will. Does that mean I'm going to be incredible at this? Well, that's up to you guys. That's up to you. I believe that the maximum amount of takes that anybody would take for this is 100, okay? Did I practice? There was 0 practice. That's a very good question, actually. Definitely not Duda. These were when I do my first attempt here. That's my first attempt, yeah? That's the first attempt. Okay? Let's go for our options. How many takes is this going to take? And bear in mind that the number that we're going for here is the one that it goes in on, okay? So if I do it first time, that's a 1, okay? That's what we're guessing for. Is it going to be 1 to 20, 21 to 40, 41 to 60, 61 to 80, or 81 to 100? 0 practice. It is a slightly used tennis ball. That's a good question, Nana Hobop. It is a slightly used tennis ball. I have attempted to get Jesus, my son, to fetch it and chase it many times. He does not like that. He does not go for it. So there is some slight usage. Yeah, it's not shop fresh. Let's say that. It's not shop fresh. Killer Kilch goes with an A. Sarah Kilch goes with an A. Nana Hobble goes with a B. Definitely Not Duda goes with a B. TB Douglas goes with a D. Okay. Zachalicious goes with a B. A lot of people with a lot of confidence in me, and I appreciate that, guys. That's wonderful. Egg Garnish Austin goes with an A. Thank you. SJ Beck 72 goes with an A. No E's. Am I standing behind the container or at an angle? I'm standing at a slight angle. I don't really know angles that much, but it's like I was trying to get it. I don't know. What's that? Like between 25 and 30 degrees, I would say, to the wall and into the thing. Okay? So we can go back to here. So I'm standing behind this pillar. Okay? To the side of this pillar at all times. Bosh. At the very corner of that. Bing, bang, bing, in. Okay? Egg Garnish Austin going for a very specific guess here. 19. I mean, you don't have to do that, but that's... I like that confidence. I like that confidence very, very much. Okay? So we've all got our guesses in. I shouldn't have gone back. That's just messed it all up, hasn't it? Approximately a Dutch angle. Yes, it felt pretty Dutch. It felt pretty Dutch. Oh, have I messed this up again now? VLC.
Famous.
You are just dancing on my last nerves, VLC.
Everybody.
Look, we're just going to go from here, okay? Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Pterodactyl goes with an A. Hello, Pterodactyl. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for getting involved. Thank you very much for the exclamation point. That's just adds that urgency to A! We're just going to go from here. Okay.
Well done. Okay, good luck everybody who has made your choice. I've got my fingers crossed for you. If it was up to me, you'd all win, but that is impossible. And wish me luck as well, because I have absolutely no idea how long this is going to take. Okay? Let's get on with it. Too strong. First impact. Here we go.
Very difficult. Egg Garnish Austin. Sorry there. Sorry, Egg.
Good Lord.
Small hole. Look, working out the angles here. Working out the angles. How's this one going to go? No. Frustrated now. What were all of you guys doing at 1 a.m. on Wednesday morning?
Sweating.
Sweating now. A broken man. This is the one, baby. No, it's not.
Did you see that? You saw that?
Get a replay, please.
I have absolutely no idea
It wasn't option E, sorry.
how many that took.
It was C.
A lot.
C.
It felt like a lot, certainly, but congratulations.
Apologies.
Those of you who
Didn't
guessed
have to
correctly.
last time.
Use this
C.
as a sign that the upcoming week is going to be absolutely incredible because God is on your side, okay? He's guided your hand this morning or this afternoon or this Sunday, this most week show at least. For those of you who didn't guess correctly, don't worry about it. It doesn't mean a thing, but what did we learn from here? Well, I learned that if I'm doing a challenge that I'm not going to be using cameraman George to film, don't do it in the lower basement garage of my building late at night because it is quite creepy. Lots of sounds. So I'm gonna collect my things and we're just gonna head up back to the relative safety of my flat, where I'm going to have a shower. I'm pretty sweaty. I don't care how late it is or whether it does wake up cameraman George. I deserve a shower. Okay.
There we go. There we go. Gosh. Let's bring this back round. What? Wasn't that exciting? And very, very interesting. Definitely not Duda with the bold claim. This is maybe my favourite art bet. That's wonderful. Because, you know, I'm putting these out here, guys. I'm putting these out here. I've got no idea which ones are your favourites or which ones are not. If anybody else has any other favourite art bets that particularly have stood out for them, please let me know. Because, you know, that's a form of praise. And that's kind of what I live for. Let's get the headphones back in. We won't need that workaround anymore. Is that all working? That all working? Here we go. Here we go. Egg on YouTube says, you made it first time and did that film post ball bucket. I wish, Egg. I wish. It took me genuinely about 16 minutes to to film all of that. As I said, about 1 a.m. on Wednesday morning. And yeah, I'm glad that it's all, you know, that it's working all the way through. And as Definitely Not Duda points out, nobody wins. Unprecedented. So yeah, well done everybody. Oh, it's almost 10. Oh, but we already did the robe thing. Oh, here we go. Gosh, it's all working out for the best. It's all working out for the best. Although I haven't updated the. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Let's go for home art. Let's do it. Let's do a wipe up. There we go. So home art. It's largely the same as the last one. We're going to be doing our Acolyte Poetry Corner on star signs next week. So please pop in with the any poems about star signs. Killer Kilch already sent one in. Loved it. So look forward to that next week. Anybody else? Could be anything about star signs. Anything at all. Write me a poem. I am not me, I am art at gmail.com. Star signs, send it to me. Number 2, take a photo of an animal. Your what do we call it? Snap Quest. Your Snap Quest, it's only new. I'm still learning as well, guys. Your Snap Quest is with the prompt animals. Okay, so take a picture of animals. Send it to me. Yeah? And then we'll do another Snap Quest next week. Number 3, draw a picture of Notme. Draw a picture of Notme, okay? And again, I've got a couple in. Killer Kilch sent in a lovely one. TB Douglas sent in a wonderful rendering of me with some colouring pencils. And it's really, really enjoyable. Really, really enjoyable. So, yeah, send them in. That's going to just be kind of ongoing, because I feel like the way that I am, I'm never going to have too many pictures of myself, you know, that have been drawn by other people. So sketch, doodle, take as long or as short as you want on it. It's your picture, guys. It's your picture. Obviously, email any and all art you do to iamnotme@gmail.com. It can be these things, it can be anything else as well. It's up to you. And then, of course, number 5, watch I Am Smart on Thursday. It'll be episode 10, I believe. So probably going to try and do something a little bit different, a little bit special for it. Yeah, make sure you get involved with that. Same place, same time, wherever you're watching this. Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, absolutely. Outstanding. Wonderful. Get on that home art, and we'll do it. I'm going to do another post about this on Monday to remind you of what the home art is, and then I think I'm going to do another post about it on Friday, just to kind of, it seems like most people are doing their home art at the weekend, so if I give you a little reminder on Friday, that's going to help out, isn't it? Yes, it's going to help out. Last little bit of housework to be dealing with here. Last little bit of housework. You want to talk about tension? You want to talk about tension, baby? It's right here. Nana Hobob, as tense as the past, present, and future. It's a thinker. Yeah? It's a thinker. Because the past, the present, and the future are tenses with like language and stuff. Okay? Past tense, present tense, future tense. Yeah? He's taken it and he's just twisted it around. And I respect that. Nana Hobob, wonderful work. Wonderful work. You get that victory, and you've earned it. You've earned it. Should we go back to main? Let's just go back to main very quickly. Digital! Let's go back to main very, very quickly. So yes, a huge thank you to you all for getting involved. It was another transcendent episode, I believe. Another transcendent episode over. Thank you all for watching and engaging and making it, I think, the best episode that I have ever created. We've got some firsts. You know, this is the 25th episode. We tried to do something that we've never done before. First, number 1, I have not pooped myself, which was without wanting to get too graphic, was a real possibility at certain points. It was a real possibility. So, that was a first, which is exciting. Second first, some consistent commenting on YouTube, which has never happened before. So thank you, Egg Garnish Austin. It's a great first name as well, Egg. Just nice and simple. You can be friends with an egg, you know? You can be friends with an egg. So thank you very much for getting involved, and I hope that we have convinced you to stick around moving forward. And number 3, as definitely not Duda pointed out, 0 victories in the art bet. It's never happened before that nobody has got it right. So that's very exciting as well. So yeah, a groundbreaking episode here. So thank you all very much for what you've done to make that happen. I am Notme. I am art, and I am wishing you a very happy, a very tension-free week ahead, okay? And a very creative week ahead. You've got your home art. Thank you so much for making this so much fun. We survived, guys. All the best. Cheers. Oh God. Oh God, it's happening. Hawaii! Hawaii! Hawaii!
What a great show we all made just now. It was creative, live and divine. You did wonderful work, so go and take a bow. Just a slightly smaller bow than mine. So I'll see you right here next week, same time. What will happen? Gosh, I just don't know. But I can promise you this, I'm going to blow your mind next week on the Most Week Show.